At what point did Alaskan Bush People Season 14 start? Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. There were a lot of questions about where Alaskan Bush People would start in Season 14. Last season ended with Billy Brown's death and the Brown siblings trying to figure out where they would move on after his passing. However, the new season started much later than anyone expected. Here is a look at where Alaskan Bush People started in Season 14 and what fans can look forward to. Many people expected the new season of Alaskan Bush People to pick up last year, with the Brown family moving on after Billy's death. That meant a lot of people were excited to see Bear and Raven get married. However, that was all skipped over as the new season started 3 weeks after Bear and Raven tied the knot. Instead of seeing the lead up to Bear and Raven's wedding and the big day itself that played out in the opening intro to the new season, there were some small clips of the wedding, which Bam Bam presided over. While this was happening, Snowbird talked about how things had changed since Billy died. When the wedding footage finished, it flipped to 3 weeks later. At this time, the family was working on figuring out what was next. The new Alaskan Bush People episode opened with Snowbird waking up in a tent and talking about how much she loves living in the bush. She also talked about how much she hated when they had to live in the city of Loomis after their home burned down. She hates being around people and hates living by their rules. Meanwhile, Rain was waking up close by and jokingly called her sister a squatter. Meanwhile, the Brown family was working hard to work on rebuilding their home after the fire that destroyed it. They were more than ready to return to the bush, so they could get secluded and back to their wonderland. However, it was clearly not easy for Bam Bam and Gabe to get the ranch back to where it was self-sufficient again. They needed wells, enclosures for the animals, and homes for each of them. However, this meant getting a lot of lumber, which Gabe and Bam Bam set out to take care of themselves. They knew by cutting down the dead trees, they could build their barns, cabins, and animal fencing on the ranch. However, not everyone wants to rebuild and stay with the family. Snowbird was talking about leaving and said there was a lot on her mind lately. She wants to find where she belongs because she wasn't sure if this was her life. This hurts Amy, who said she worries about losing her kids. That led to Noah saying he wanted to consider leaving as well, possibly going back to Alaska. Meanwhile, Bear and Raven talked about their problems, and the season's table was set. Did you watch the Alaskan Bush People Season 14 premiere? What did you think about the start of the new season? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.